AvranceCorp Development's YouTube channel, Quality Homes for All.
Welcome to another edition of AvranceCorp Presents. I'm Kanai Andrews. Happy New Year, everyone. I hope everyone is back happy and healthy as we move forward into 2026. We were on holidays as well here at AvranceCorp Presents. This is our first show back. But before we went on holidays, we were able to get an interesting conversation with our Vice Chairman and Acting CEO, Mr. Ravi Thakur. And I'd like to play that for you in just a few moments here. Mr. Thakur is, again, our Acting CEO, and he had a lot of interesting things to say about the year 2025 and what bodes for the company in 2026. So, without any further ado, let's get right into it. This is our conversation with Vice Chairman and Acting CEO, Mr. Ravi Thakur. Welcome to another edition of AvranceCorp Presents. This week, we're very fortunate to have with us in studio the Vice Chairman and Acting CEO of AvranceCorp Developments, Mr. Ravi Thakur. Ravi, thank you so much for coming on today's show. Hope you're enjoying the holidays. Let's get right into it here. And can you explain for the audience here, what are some of your primary duties here at AvranceCorp?
Hey, thank you, Ganai, for the kind words. And it's great to be here and to have the opportunity to talk about the real estate, what it is currently going through, and where Avrance is heading next to. To your question, my primary responsibility and role is focused on strategy, governance, and capital alignment. I work closely with our leadership team to ensure the development, capital management, markets, and technology initiatives are moving forward in a very disciplined, institutional-like manner so we can actually enter into our next growth phase.
I see. Okay. Now, we've had some experts on the show previously, Ravi. We've had some people in the skilled trades industry and also in the mortgage sector, and they've expressed to us here that they've had challenging years in their respective markets. Now, as a builder, what did you see on the building side here in 2025?
I don't blame them. Actually, the overall feel in the real estate sector has been post-COVID, been very dormant, hardly moving, and it's very depressing to say the least. 25, in my mind, was really a year of recalibration, not retreat. Well-capitalized projects, well-structured projects moved forward, while speculative development slowed down. The key takeaway, Kanai, was the discipline, strong balance sheets, fixed pricing, and conservative assumptions really mattered the most to move forward than ever.
Absolutely. Hopefully we can see more of that in the coming year. Now, we also saw in December here that the Bank of Canada decided to keep the overnight mortgage rate unchanged at 2.25%. They also announced their intentions to try and keep inflation at around 2%. So I was kind of wondering, what are your thoughts on the Bank of Canada's decision to keep mortgage rates unchanged? And do they need to lower the rates in 2026 to provide a boost in the sector?
Bank of Canada see both micro and macro analysis of our economy. In my mind, stability mattered more than the rate cuts in 25. Predictable interest rates restored the confidence for developers, lenders, and investors. The sector doesn't need ultra low rates, it needs consistency across credit and efficient capital structure, in my mind. If you compare the rates on the south of the border, American rates are prime are much higher than the existing Canadian side.
That's very true. Now, we also saw the impact of the American tariffs in 2025, particularly, in the manufacturing sector there. They were hit hard. A lot of layoffs announced. Now, I was just curious, are you satisfied with the way that the Prime Minister has handled the tariffs issue in 2025 and basically Donald Trump so far?
Where can I begin? There has been a lot of noise. There has been a lot of uncertainty. To tell you the truth, Mr. Trump tried to boil the ocean at the same time, which has a very, very strong reaction. We have been the largest trading partner of United States. Our government currently, the leadership of Mr. Carney, tried to find a common path, and it's an ongoing effort. So in my mind, the tariffs created uncertainty more than the direct disruption. The industry adopted through diversified sourcing, early pricing strategies, which our premier Ford in this, who is a very, very business-friendly premier, did his own part to protect the local industry, auto sectors, and real estate being the one of the driving engines. How we can continue to work in a cross-border policy and in a more friendly way, not to jeopardize industry this side or that other side.
Yeah, that's a good point. And the Ontario Premier Doug Ford, one of the only few people to irk Donald Trump in 2025, that's for sure. Now let's take a look, Ravi, quickly at these condo development fees that have been the source of grumblings among developers and anyone trying to build something. What are your thoughts on these condo development fees?
Very good question, Kenai. These development fees have become a meaningful contributor to the affordability challenges. One way we have a big scarcity and a gap of building, millions of the houses. On the other hand, we are seeing this some development fees which government is trying to address to take them to the back end. For example, the bill has been passed, but to your point, without better coordination between the municipalities and the builders, rising fees ultimately hit the end buyers, and they basically slow down the process and creating a new supply, which work against the housing goals, which the federal government and the provincial government is trying to fast track.
Yeah, I've never heard a mayor say, "Look, we're going to lower condo fees. We're going to lower them so much." Right. And I guess conversely, I've never really heard a builder or say that we love high condo fees. We just love them. Yeah. So hopefully there can be more collaboration between these everyone in 2026. Okay, Ravi, we're almost out of time here, but again, thank you so much for coming on AvranceCorp Presents. Let's wrap this up here. I know everyone wants to know this for sure. What can we expect from AvranceCorp in 2026?
Good question. Great question, Kenai. 26 is about execution for us, platform building. We are advancing our shovel-ready projects in the new year. Capital management and our proprietary tokenization exchange is going to go alongside the going to the public opening markets to basically address some of the structural liquidity which the current market is facing. And we can that way, by going this route, we can address multitude of questions. One is the first time buyer which have been knocked out from this market. Secondly, we are going to create a liquidity to monetize our projects, and also with our proprietary exchange, which has been patented in 250 countries, will pave the way for other real estate companies to come and trade real estate token on blockchain based, which is highly compliant, institutional grade, is the way to deal with this problem head on.
AvranceCorp Vice Chairman and Acting CEO, Mr. Ravi Thakur. All right, that was our conversation with Acting CEO and Vice Chairman Ravi Thakur here at AvranceCorp Developments. Very interesting to hear his insights and observations, particularly on the year of 2025. Because for those keeping score, you know that we've had other experts in other components of the real estate industry on the show in 2025, including Mandy Pajol at the Grand Valley Construction Association in the Cambridge area of Ontario, representing skilled trade sector. And then we also had Joe Ferraro from the Sherwood Mortgage Group, representing the mortgage sector. And they, in their respective thoughts, expressed challenging years in their respective sectors. So it was interesting to hear Mr. Thakur come on as a developer and kind of agree with Mandy's and Joe's perspectives there. It was definitely a challenging year for most in the real estate sector in 2025, at least here in Canada, in Ontario. However, 2026 is a new year, and of course, optimism reigns supreme. And as you heard from Mr. Thakur, there are some interesting new developments coming down the pipeline here at AvranceCorp. So you'll definitely want to keep it locked here on AvranceCorp Presents for more details and information as those respective projects come down the line. But for now, this has been this edition of AvranceCorp Presents. We usually do this every Wednesday, usually around 2 o'clock, 2:30 Eastern Time. So for everyone here at AvranceCorp, I am Kenai Andrews. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you right here next Wednesday. Take care.